As many as 19 million people will be at risk of eviction early this year, according to the National Low-Income Housing Coalition. In this video, we're going to discuss 5 things you need to do as soon as possible if you're at risk of eviction. I'm Nicole from Low Income Relief, where we help millions of people across America save money and get free stuff. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that the eviction moratorium has not been flawless. Some people have still been evicted, either because landlords have found loopholes, judges ignored the ban on evictions, or tenants didn't know how to use this moratorium to protect themselves. Since the moratorium required renters to sign declarations and meet other requirements, some landlords even went so far as threatening their tenants with perjury charges in order to evict them. However, for the millions of households that have been protected by this moratorium, the dark day of reckoning is coming. And the question we keep getting asked is, what do I do when the eviction moratorium ends? Fortunately, we've found a few resources that can help. First, see if you are protected in any way. There are many different organizations and layers of government that are enacting protection for tenants. It is important to see if you are protected in any way, shape, or form from eviction. The federal government's ban on evictions has recently been extended to the end of January 2021. However, Governor Inslee has extended the eviction ban in Washington state until the end of March. As of the time this video was created, there are a few other states that have extended their eviction bans as well. There are several websites tracking these eviction bans in real time. Our research team is currently too overwhelmed to maintain such a database on our own, but I'll put a link to a few others in the description of this video. Second, see if you qualify for rental assistance. The recent coronavirus relief package has also set aside $25 billion to help low-income individuals and families pay their rent. Eligible renters may be able to receive assistance with current and past due rent and utility payments. The program also provides for case management, landlord-tenant mediation services, and more. Up to 15 months of assistance can be received through this program. If you qualify for ongoing rental assistance, you will most likely need to recertify your eligibility every 3 months. In order to be eligible for financial assistance, you will need to be an eligible household. An eligible household is one that is defined as having a household income that is no more than 80% of the area's median income, having 1 or more household members that can demonstrate a risk of homelessness or housing instability, and having 1 or more household members who qualify for unemployment benefits or experienced financial hardship directly or indirectly due to the pandemic. Priority assistance will be provided to households that have incomes that are 50% or less of the area median income, as well as those who have been unemployed for the last 90 days. The federal government is providing this money to the states, which will coordinate with local agencies to administer the program. You will need to find the agency in your area that is coordinating these funds. Usually, your community action agency can help you figure out what you need to do to receive this help. Third, reach out to your landlord. This works best if you are able to pay your rent from now on, but you can't catch up on your past due balance. If you find yourself in this situation, I recommend writing a well-written letter that clearly explains how you've been impacted financially by the pandemic. Clearly ask for mercy in the form of a rent reduction, an extension, or even forgiveness for your outstanding debt. When writing these letters, it helps to be very specific about what caused you to fall behind, how that situation has been corrected, and how you will ensure that you'll pay consistently in the future. But what if you can't afford your rent now either? Well, you should still communicate with your landlord, but I wouldn't expect much cooperation. Explain the hardships you've been facing, the steps you've taken to try to correct it, and why you haven't been able to do so. You can still ask for arrangements, but a landlord is less likely to agree to your terms if you cannot guarantee future payment. One thing to consider as you reach out to your landlord is any way that they have violated their obligations in the lease. Have they failed to perform maintenance in a timely manner? Is the residence currently habitable? Are they aware of safety concerns they haven't remedied? Any of these things can give you leverage as you negotiate. Fourth, search for other assistance programs. There are many organizations that are working to help tenants through the pandemic. An easy way to find organizations in your area is to search on the Just Shelter website at justshelter.org. They can connect you with housing coalitions and other community housing programs. Another great way to find resources in your area is to contact your local community action council, which usually coordinates community programs. They often know of resources in your community that can help. Fifth, contact legal aid. If you are facing eviction, you should consult with a lawyer. I know lawyers are expensive, but we have a directory of legal aid organizations in your area at lowincomerelief.com/legal-aid. I am extremely worried about the expiration of the eviction moratoriums because I know that many of you will be impacted. I know this isn't a religious page, but please know that you are in my prayers and that the Low Income Relief team is scrambling to help in every way we can. Please support our effort by subscribing to our channel here on YouTube and finding us on social media. I wish you well, and I'll see you in the next video.